Hello everyone. Today we're doing an opening of some Eldarim kickers. Eldarim are an advanced race. They're kind of like the 13th race in Dragon Dice. Thematically, the original four races, the Goblins, Coral Elves, Lava Elves, and Dwarves, were sick of the fighting and broke off from the fighting to sort of form a coalition known as the Eldarim. And the Eldarim are very hyper-focused dice. So, for instance, very focused on melee, or magic, or saves. Also missile, and cavalry. So these dice are very focused on what they do, and they do it really well. And we're going to see what we get here today, as well as talk a little bit about what the Eldarim are. So as you can see, in each Eldarim pack, it's very different from the racial kickers. It comes with 2 rare dice, 3 uncommons, and 6 commons. Very different than the normal packs that have 1 monster, 1 rare, 2 uncommons, and 4 commons. The Eldarim are also considered more of an advanced race because they make use, with their racial abilities and their spell abilities, of the Dragonkin units. And Dragonkin units often aren't played with early on when you're learning the game. They're usually something you wait until you have a better understanding of the game and a better feel of the game before you start introducing Dragonkin units. Something else that you might be noticing here is, so I've got a little board laid out to help me place the units according to what I draw. It's like a rare magic unit goes up here. You may notice that there's 3 types of rare units, 4 types of uncommon units, and 5 types of common units. This is again very different from the other races that have 5 at each rarity level. It's a very interesting and different dynamic for the Eldarim to have this. At the basic common level, we have heavy melee, we have defensive shield units, which other races do not have. We have missile units, we have cavalry units, and we have magic units. So if you wanted to relate it to normal races, it's very much like the normal distribution of heavy melee, light melee being the shield units, missile, cavalry, and magic. But when you move up to the uncommons, you no longer have missile units. So for Eldarim, you're only going to find missile units at the common level. And then when you move on up to the rare level, you no longer have cavalry units. So at the rare level, you only have the melee, shield, and magic units in an army. So it is very interesting that if you want to build a missile army out of Eldarim, it's going to be all commons. If you want cavalry, it's going to be commons and uncommons. You probably won't too often see entire armies built out of Eldarim. They are great at expanding and building on top of existing armies, but they're not always used as a standalone army because of how hyper-focused they are. They are generally better at improving what you already have for your other races. Now, I mentioned that they have spells and racial abilities that pair off of using the Dragonkin units. If you're not familiar with Dragonkin units, the Dragonkin are extra dice that you can bring in with you in a game. In a nutshell, most games are 36 points. And a third of that, so 12 points, you can bring in as Dragonkin as free, which go into your summoning pool with your dragons. And Dragonkin are something that you can summon into your army with magic, which gives your army some extra melee, maneuver, and saves. So they're a very nice addition, especially since they are free. They don't cost anything towards your build limit. It's just a nice bonus to bring in. But since it is some extra, a little bit more complicated rules, most people don't play with them when they're still learning the game. Now, how do the Eldarim take advantage of this? Well, we've got an Eldarim summary sheet that we can look at, and their two racial abilities are Resist Fair and Dragonkin Handlers. So Resist Fair, one weakness that Dragonkin have is that when they're during a dragon attack, they cannot roll during a dragon attack if the dragon color matches that of the Dragonkin. But the Resist Fear allows a number of Dragonkin units equal to the health of Eldarim in the army to ignore that restriction and roll despite that consequence. The other ability is Dragonkin Handlers, which is before you take a march and after the dragon phase has resolved, you can choose an army with any Eldarim in it, and then you can recruit or promote one Dragonkin unit into that army as long as the number of Dragonkin is less than the number of Eldarim health. So if you have 3 health of Eldarim in an army and 3 health of Dragonkin, you can't recruit or summon. But if you have less than that of Dragonkin, then that's something you can do. Going back to these dice, something else that you're probably seeing, unlike the other races where they are generally 2 colors except for Amazon and Undead, these dice are all a single color, and they are split up between the 5 different colors. So you're going to see black, green, blue, red, and yellow all in these Eldarim units. And each die is just a single color. So this is a green shield unit known as a warder. Something else that's just a fun little side note is I mentioned these come from goblins, coral elves, lava elves, and dwarves. You can see those icons on these dice. These are the exact same die. They've got the same symbol on every side, but they have just different iconography to represent the races that they came from. So that's a fun little Easter egg to look at as you are unpacking and building and making your Eldarim armies. Let's see what else we've got here. We're getting quite a few magic and melee units. I need to see if I can get some more of the shield rare units. And also hopefully a better distribution in colors of the magic units. Some more cavalry. Some more shield units. I haven't learned the names of all these yet, so that's something that I'm still working on. But hopefully as I start playing with the Eldarim more and maybe start building some armies with them, I can start learning what their names are. Now something else I mentioned is that the Eldarim spells also favor the use of Dragonkin. So similar to Amazons, Eldarim, since they are a single color but they're spread out between the different colors, they can use the spells of whatever color they are. So they can use, for red Eldarim, red elemental spells. Blue Eldarim, they can use blue spells, and so on. But they have some racial spells that are generic and elemental. And their 2 special racial abilities are Evolve Dragonkin and Rise of the Eldarim, which are pretty neat spells. Evolve Dragonkin, so everybody can summon Dragonkin, 3 points of magic to summon a 1 health Dragonkin unit. or similarly 6 magic to summon a uncommon Dragonkin unit, 9 magic for a rare, and 12 magic for a Dragonkin champion. And if you've tried to resurrect any rare or monster units in any games before, you know that getting 9 or 12 magic is really hard. That's quite a feat to do. So it's probably not going to happen. The Eldarim, with their evolved Dragonkin, they can effectively promote a Dragonkin unit using this spell. So 3 magic will evolve a Dragonkin 1 level. And the way that works is the magic must match the color of the Dragonkin they are targeting, but the color that the Dragonkin is promoting to does not have to match. So with my blue Eldarim, I could cast Evolved Dragonkin on a blue Dragonkin, but then I can evolve it to blue or red or green or any other color I want. So that's a neat way that the Eldarim can get the higher health Dragonkin units without having to cast all the magic at once. Their other ability is not targeted towards Dragonkin, but it's Rise of the Eldarim, 5 magic, and they can target any Eldarim unit that matches the color of magic used to promote it. So it's a bit more expensive than Resurrect Dead, but again, you don't have to have all the magic available right away to cast the spell. Oh, I got a yellow magic user. I finally got another color of them. That's awesome. So yeah, you don't have to have all the magic available right away. You can revive some of your common units and then later promote them to uncommon or rare. Another type of unit that I'm not showing here are the Eldarim Champions. The Eldarim Champions, there's 3 different types, and they come 1 in each color, as well as a white champion. White champion's kind of all the colors and gets benefits of being all colors, but also has a drawback that one of its faces is not quite as powerful as the others. If you want the Eldarim Champions, there's a pack that you can purchase that's just a set each of whichever of the 3 types you buy. So for instance, there's Dragon Lord, Dragon Master, and you can purchase a pack that's 6 dice, 1 of each color of the Dragon Lord, Dragon Master. Not sure if I can remember all the names off the top of my head, but there's Dragon Zealot, Dragon Crusader. I can't remember what the other 2 names are right now. I would have to check. But those are what sort of complete off the Eldarim army, the Eldarim race. The other neat thing about the champions is they get rolled during the dragon phase to see if they control or slay or move or do have some special effect on the dragon, depending on which type of champion you brought with you. So we got more cavalry and more saves. I've really been looking forward to building an Eldarim army, and I think now I'll have the dice ready to do that with. Oops. So let's see what we've got here. We've got another warder, a follower, another heavy melee, heavy magic, more red. We've got plenty of red magic now. Cavalry. Let's see, this one's another warder. Got another magic unit. And some melee magic. Blue, that's a new color, that's good. Yellow and yellow uncommon. 4 more packs to go. Something else that is a little bit easy to grasp with this race is, since there's only 3 rares, and rares are the dice that have these special action icons on them, they have a very small SAI list. They've got cantrip for the magic unit. The magic units also have fly. So cantrip is magic that you can cast during any non-magic roll. Fly is maneuver or save. And then the heavy melee units have Smite, which deals 4 damage that cannot be saved against. And then counter is melee or save. If you're rolling saves against melee, then the counter, in addition to 4 saves, inflicts 4 damage on the opposing army, which is a really cool benefit to get. Let's start opening the last few packs and get these dice out and ready to go. I think I see a green magic user to add to my magic units. So first green magic user. Another shield bearer. This one's blue. So another new color to add to my shield units on the rare side. Let's see, we've got another green magic unit, 2 in a row. Blue melee, second one of those. Now, I mentioned that there are the different icons for the different identical type of dice. As you step up in rarity, there get to be fewer and fewer of those. The commons, I believe there are 4 of each, so 1 of each race. For the uncommons, I think it's something like 3 of each. So here we have like Dwarf, Goblin, and I believe that's Coral Elf. And then when you get to the rares, there's just 2 of each. So for example, we've got Lava Elves and Coral Elves representing the magic units. So here are the last of the dice. We've got more melee units. We've got another yellow magic unit. Let's pull out the uncommons. Got a couple of shield bearers. Oops. Another shield bearer, some magic, some melee, more melee. We've got cavalry, some melee, and cavalry, and finally the commons. We've got magic. We've got some archers, cavalry, magic, melee. Pull out some more of the cavalry units. I'm running out of room on my board, so it's about a good place to finish up. Magic. Some more missile units. Be excited to see how many missile units I have after this. More melee. Another missile. Another warden, shield bearer, melee, shields, melee, and finally another archer unit. So this was an unboxing of the Eldarim and an introduction to the Eldarim. I hope you enjoyed watching and hope you get into playing with the Eldarim as well soon.